Welcome back to Holzer and our Terralife Plus playthrough. Now, first things first, a bit of a realisation. So, if we look at our lovely field of corn, you will see in the distance a patch of weeds. Now, if I show you the weed map, you'll see field 6. Well, let's go in order, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. We'll come back to 7, 8, 9, and 11. There are weeds. Now, why are they just like that, Cartech? I hear you cry. So, the precision farming trick with grassland normally is if you drive onto it, spray it, boost the score. Job's good 'un. Does that with any field to a certain extent if there are no weeds growing. What it seems is with Terralife Plus, if you've got a cover crop, which we had in here, and to a certain extent grasslands, if you go in there and spray herbicide, you are in fact killing off the cover crop. So in that area, we've probably killed off the cover crop, which has allowed the weeds through. Now, this is not backed up by anybody from the farming agency. At this point, I'm hoping that it will become apparent to them and they will watch. Or at least one person will. Disturbed. But this is what happened in this field. Now, if we go to said field, let's just get out a moment and get over there pronto. I'm not sure if we can make it out anymore, but when we were doing the spraying, see, we've killed the weeds. We've got a blanket of weeds everywhere. When we came through the first time, and it was just germinating, it did look like at the time we were killing off the cover crop, and I thought, oh, okay. But that kind of makes sense. So, is herbicide bad? Don't know. Should we have waited till the weeds had grown? Yes, probably, because I think what we have done inadvertently is introduce weeds because we killed the cover crop off. Now, still don't understand about the tram lines. That's something I need to figure out. But just to show you what happens on grassland, this is, or was, a field of clover grass that we have mowed the majority. We have tedded it to semi-dry and windrowed it up. Now, I thought I'd leave this strip because if we again go into the map, this is where we're stood. And you can see the weeds. So at that point, what we must have done is killed something off underneath that was protecting the field from weeds. That is my only sort of the logic that I can apply, and these are the bits that we went round, sprayed, move on to the next field, sprayed. So yeah, we killed off the cover crop. Naughty us. Now, I'm not sure what happens if we just let the weeds grow and then sprayed, whether we'd be all right. But we've now introduced a blanket of weeds, and they may even regrow again. So yeah, that was the realization that I came to after the last episode. And there were people saying about varying different ideas behind it, and or the herbicide and what was going on in the sorghum field. That's all I can think of. Anyway, mowers. I've changed the mowers because the K brand set that we'd got, if we look at this one, and we will do some work in a second, I apologise for this long intro. When you folded the old mower up, it came out the back, which proved very difficult for navigating around some of these tight lanes. So we've gone for the Pottinger ones. These are by, I want to say, Agra Design, I think. I'm not 100% though, so don't quote me on it. But anyway, wanted to show you the weeds in the field. We have just mowed straight through these, and you'll see that it's just tedded the bits that we want to semi-dry clover grass. So, let's now do a little bit of farming, shall we? Hope you're all well. Come on, Mows, there we go. They have a great sound. Do like them. So yeah, I've been sort of waiting to get this video made because it does explain a lot of the problem that we had or have in the sorghum field with the weeds. And when I clocked and I looked at the map, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Right, let's get these lifted up. Come on. And folded. Hold up. There we go. Super. So, the plan is... The plan was originally to get a few fields done today. Alright, we're doing 2 in 1 here, but that's not quite what I've got in mind. So, let's clear that, turn that off, and go to the next tractor, which should have its course saved. So yeah, the plan is to get this one done and get it loaded into the hay dryer, because at least then we'll have another different type of hay, and well, yeah, we'll be masters of our own anus. But I'm just, yeah, so don't spray herbicide on grass fields. And I think what my tact is going to be, I'm not going to say advice, I'm not giving advice when I'm not 100% sure. I think my tact going forward is going to be to wait until the weeds are there and then spray. And that, even that'll be a bit of a test until I fully understand how Terralife works, or until we get a manual. Then yeah, it is going to be hit and miss and a learning curve, as we say in every episode. But yeah, I think that's the way to do it, is wait till the weeds are there. If you can, use a mechanical weeder, and you're not going to get the precision farming bonus. But does it matter? Really? Don't know. It'd be interesting. We'll have to do an experiment at some point. So, that is that done. That can now be folded up. Come on, there we go. And parked up behind other Massey. And then what we're going to do, once we've windrowed, we'll grab the auger wagon. No, auger wagon? Forage wagon. Come on, boy. And we will get it picked up, get it into the dryer, and then see how we're doing for time, I think. And all of the other equipment is back at the yard. The other cool thing with this lot is it's not picking up what we don't want it to. Get in. I was a little bit worried about that. I could just see us getting round to about 15,000 litres, something like that, and it just go, haha, reset you to grass. But no. I do think an upgrade could be in the offing, though. There we go, we're full up. So, I'm conscious that there's not a very big opening at the hay dryer. Now, let me just stop here a second. There are two ways into this field. The proper way, and the way that I realised that I'd gone before I noticed the proper way. So, show you this way first. This is a little bit of a shortcut. Slightly more bumpy. The other thing is that this is a sheep pasture. And if I go over to here and click, it brings up a fence and a water trough and a feed trough, presumably. But it's very cool. I do love this map. Just little things that you pick up. Now, I'm also conscious that it's not the widest of roads, but don't want to be making too many trips. So, we are going to see how far the trigger extends out, and then we will make a decision on what size we'll go for. I think it may be a little bit hit and miss. So let me just check something. Where are we now? Where are we? So yeah, again, if I go and show back to weeds, see where we sprayed, I sprayed, we now have got weeds. Oop. I think is the phrase. It's interesting though. It's interesting that, you know, herbicide is not necessarily your friend. So we're quite a way in. Oh, okay, that's not as about there. So it does need to fit through the door, whatever we go for. Okay, I can deal with that. So we'll get this unloaded, and whilst that is doing, let's have a butcher's. We want forage wagons. So we've got that one. That looks quite boxy. That's a bit higher by the look of it. That 26,000, 35,000. Do we want? I'll tell you what, let's just do it. Let's just, oh, I know what we need to do first. Let's go into there. Let's go to that, and we'll sell that for 24,201. Get out. Do that, and then back in. Where were we? Down here, weren't we? And let's try the Rapide. We're going to put silage additive tanks on. Again, just for a test. You know, it's all about having a go and giving it a whirl. So we're also going to need a pallet of silage additive. Now, is there anything else that comes with molasses, carbo lime, water, luprasil? No. So it's the old bon silage. Yo. So, batter. Spin it round. Now, it might have absolutely no effect at all. And it may only be for things like, funnily enough, silage. But let's give that a fill. I should have checked it fitted in the dryer first, shouldn't I? Anyway, spin that round. Ooh, I think this is going to be bang on. Depending on the reversing Skills. Up a bit. Ooh, that is snug. I think the word is. Just about, I reckon. Let's just, for the sake of testing things, and we'll empty it out. Let's go with... Come on. Pasture. What are we doing? We're doing clover, aren't we? Oh, take that. Let's take that. Cool. So we can we can get in far enough. Okay, good. Right. Empty. Here. Oh. Oops. Come on. Don't make me have to use cheaty. That might be actually properly stuck. No, we're out. Oops. Right, we'll give it a go. If it's too big, we'll have to change it again. Right, let's go and get another load. And I'll see you in the field, and we'll see if silage additive works. Oh, good news. It does. So it's using the silage additive, which is cool. Now, I did have to be careful when I first started off. There was a bit of the... I'm going to say it would be just normal grass, semi-dry. So it was sort of overwriting what we'd done, but now we are... I guess over a certain percentage, it's not picking up anything else, which is good. So, yeah. The answer to the question is yes. It does use silage additive. One is assuming that if it's using it, it's actually making a difference, rather than just consuming it for the sake of consuming it. So that's good. That is good. Right, we'll head down to this pass. But yeah, it's filling up good. It's filling up really good now. So, guess we'll just keep going. Would be the sensible thing to do, wouldn't it, really? Doubt we're going to get to the end of this pass. Not complaining. No, we are not. So, right, I'll show you this time the proper way. Get back to the yard, so we'll have the old beacons on, because we are going through a bit of a built-up area. Nice and steady, because it is quite tight. So prepare for the odd bump. Forewarned and all that lot. Another cow pasture here. Thinking, there's so many different pens. I think that's what's... Oh, steering axle saves the day. Oh, yes. Love it. Right. Moment of... Whoa. Bumpiness. Open to truth in a minute. Failing that, we'll be getting rid of this one. Going for a smaller model. But 16,000 litres is just not... It's not happening. Right. Let's go. I don't even think it's a case of power on this one. Can we be close enough? Yes. Get in. Ha 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 ha. I love it. And then we can just pull forward. Refill. Haha. Now, we will just hop out a sec and go and kick off the drying process. He says, can we get in here? into there, and R. Right. So dried air. Assuming we need to activate that. And clover grass A. Yes. Oh, so what you can do is if we just took the clover. No, there's different types in it. Different types. Okay. So we have that need to be. Where's that showing as clover grass? Huh? I'm confused. I am confused. Right, so we've activated the dried air. We've activated the clover grass hay. Oh, it is doing it. It is doing it. Yes, okay. It's just the same that deactivated there. I didn't quite get that. Anyway, I think that might be the production revamp, is it? Anyway, right, that's working. Cool. Super. Right. Back to the field. Rinse, repeat. You know the drill. And I'll catch you in a few loads' time. This is about the third load since I left you at the end of the last clip. Now, I'm not crashing. I want to show you something. So, I had a quick look in the selling prices list. Clover grass silage. Now, we're making clover grass hay with our dryer. But there is nothing stopping us if we want to... Oh, typo. If we want to make some coarse feed protein when the cattle are... I'm about to see it now, am I? Oh, there we go. When the cattle are 18 months, we can make... I can't tick, you'll have to look at coarse feed protein, which is the second category down. We can make clover grass silage. So, what we could do, because we haven't got a bunker that I'm aware of, we might have, say I'm not aware of it, we could potentially do, we've got one more field, I think it's field 5, that could be baled for clover grass silage, because we've got the baler wrapper. Now, that to me... Come on. Why are you not... Silly boy. That to me seems like a reasonably good idea. Because we got the, like I said, we got the baler wrapper. I did have a quick look at the bales, and if you look, rotting 7%, 8%. Did I see an 8? 7 or 8%. So I think somebody said it was 72 weeks. I think. Whether that is weeks or what, I don't know. But that would kind of make sense. We've skipped a couple of days. So, or actually, no, they're weeks, aren't they? We've skipped a couple of weeks rather than days, sorry. I guess I'm getting used to. So that sounds about right, to be fair. I am attempting to refill the old silage additive every time, but sometimes it just doesn't want to do it. And I think that's because it's not dropped enough. Ooh, there we go. Just punctured all the bottles. So I think that could be a plan. Now, whether or not we get to do that in this episode, but it makes me feel a little bit better about having so many different types of grass fields, because you can use them for your hay, your silage. That is cool. That is very cool indeed. Now, I think we're going to do all of this for hay. And then, you know, we'll have hay coming out of our ears, so to speak. I'll go up this one. Just because it's closest. So, what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes. 2, maybe 3 more loads. If it doesn't take ages, then we might look to at least mow the other field of clover grass today. Failing that, it'll be an episode in itself. So last pass, and it's worth coming back for. It's probably a bale, isn't it, effectively? There we go. Job's good. So let's just whiz this way and pick up that bit there. There we go. I think that's the only real worthwhile bit I've spotted to go and pick up, really. So the fields will need liming and fertilizing, but that can be done off camera. I'm trying to have a look at something here now. Again, that's manure. Because there's a... another pasture lot there. This is for... sheeps. Oh, look. Ah, Suffolks. Merino rams, lambs. Very cool. Right. What was I going to say? So water point. Here. This one. I guess in. See, now. There's a couple of these little pastures that will take Angus cows, calves, but also the is it the red pied we've got? Or Simmental, can't remember, but they'll do all the different ones. We've got Wagyu ones. Oh, bit of Wagyu beef. Yes, please. That could be quite cool to do. Anyway, so I was looking for a... what was I looking for? A bunker, that was it. And also having a bit of an explore. Can we go down there? Ooh. We can. Oh my word. Epic. Yeah, I was looking for a bunker. Goodness me, like a squirrel. And I went to the farm over here. And they could, in the pasture there, again, you could put the different types of cows in. So we don't just have to do the ones that we've got at the minute that I can't remember the name of. They are the hay milk Simmental. So we don't just have to do those, which is cool. And I like the fact of doing the hay milk though, because when you actually get the hay milk, it's worth an absolute fortune. But that is a wee while off yet. So we'll get this tipped. There we go. Super. I have checked on the fruit trees. I don't think that is going to be ready for a while. In fact, does it have orchard grass? Have things like that anywhere in the list of things? No. Maybe in the selling? So let's just hold fire a second. Clover grass hay 1,808 litres. Doesn't, that was seed. Why? Let's check the production. 230,000 litres. So it's okay. 230,000 litres is what we'll have. 234. Cool. Ain't bad. Lovely jubbly. Right. There. We'll leave that there. We'll grab the mowers. And we'll mow fill 5. Probably call it a day there. And then next episode, ted it, windrow it, and bale it. Well, we are into the field. I feel like we're interrupting something over there. It is incredibly tight to get into the field. So we did damage a bit of the grass, and I'm trying to leave a bit of a border so as we don't have issues with different grasses being picked up. I've turned the conditioners off for this one, just because we're gonna come through anyway and head it to semi-dry, so it doesn't overly matter. And I just wait to see what the different textures were like, really. So again, a bit of a, this is what it looks like. We can ted it, no problem at all. So yeah, job's a good one. And like I say, that was the only bit really that was a bit of a nuisance, was having to reverse into the field. And now I'm thinking, how am I going to get anything else in this field as well? Never mind trailer. Are we going to be able to get the baler in? And the tedder? And the windrower? There may be some manual handling required. Well, but yeah, I mean, I love this save now. I think it's it's one, I enjoy playing it because it gets me thinking, and I like to try and work out, you know, what potentially is going wrong 9 times out of 10. But I also like the fact that it's bringing quite a lot of interaction in the comments. There's questions, there's I've noticed that, or you know, that sort of feels very much like everybody's in the same boat at the minute, fumbling their way around what is a very, very new mod. But yeah, it's cool, and I like it. They're getting decent views as well. Subs are up, so it's all good fun. I like it. I think We can't, and the other thing is that it keeps it steady because you can't rush. We'll have to and lime that field, excuse me, in this week, because otherwise we'll be knocking it back. It needs to be done like today. But yeah, it's just that thinking. It's like, right, I've done that job in that field. I've harvested it, I've mowed it, whatever. Now I need to prep it ready for the next one straight away. And I quite like that. But it also gets you thinking, like with this now, we're going to make some silage. So we'll have silage, we'll have hay. It's all the other little composite parts then that go to that. Probably didn't pick the best field with the sorghum for a crop, as in a cereal crop. We probably have better ones to choose, or we go further afield and see what there is. So yeah, I mean, there is plenty to do. Lift up, there we go. It's just trying to keep it fun, moving along, but still at a pace that is manageable and controllable, and we don't start making really silly mistakes. I mean, I do not class the herbicide thing as a mistake, because why would you not put herbicide on when it says you've got weeds? But it makes sense now thinking about it. With the we killed the cover crop, we messed up, but it's not through, you know what the word is, not through being rushing or being, you know, just didn't know. Now we know, we can take the relevant action to not repeat it. So we'll learn from the experience. We've got a while yet until the corn and the sorghum are ready, so yeah. Excuse me, cow. Thank you. We've got a while till they're ready, so we'll be, you know, doing the odd bit of grass work. We might have a look to see if a different mix is going to be needed, because I know we started off saying we'll do the young mix, but I didn't factor in grazing, so we'll see. I need to have a bit of a think. Sorry, cows. There we go. But yeah, there we go. I love the noise these mowers make. There we go. So next time we'll get this tedded road baled, wrapped, and then I guess we can probably move through. So what's this bad boy here? Alpha. See, that's another silage we can do. Whilst we're here, let's have a look. So 6 is... What is 6? That's our hay meadow. How far off is that now? Because that's been... Have a quick look. 28 of 28 forage. Again, that could do with a mow. I mean... mowing session, anybody? The thing is, it takes so long. I need to start using course paid auto drive, really. Right, let's have a check on the sorghum. Blooming lovely. I mean, it's a decent size. It's all right for a crop field. It's just this bit's a bit of a mess. I'm not sure where else we go. Maybe 10 and 11 potentially. We've got 2, 3, 4. Haven't actually been. Oh, we did 4, didn't we? It's back of the yard. So, yeah. 3's ready for heart cut in. 3. Herb grass. But you can see, I mean, look at all the different fields. And majority of them are grass. So, you know, have a look in 50 clover. Yeah, lots of clover. Lots of alfalfa. These 2 are the only 2 ones with crops in. Interesting. Okay, I think we carry on. We plod on for now. I'll maybe start thinking about the mix that we're going to need. Etc. Etc. Because, I mean, where we are now, we're out of the planting window, really. What we are for most things, apart from some of the different grasses. Mustard. Warm season. Do you want to put some cover crops in? Like I think these are not the flower mixes, I think. Yeah. I'd quite like to be able to do that once we've harvested the sorghum. Oh no, it's too late. Oh, we can maybe plant mustard. That's annoying. That is annoying. I guess that's more for your sort of cereal crops. Right. I've rambled on. I do apologise. So yeah. That type of silage next time. Clovergrass silage. There we go. We'll get that done and then we'll take it from there. I don't know how long it's going to take. It'll take about half an hour to get everything in and out the field. But I thank you all very, very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave us a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.